Hi there, Cancer. Welcome to the Singing Butterfly Tarot. My name is Cassidy. I will be helping you guys out for this month of October. We're actually in October. I'm filming these in September, but we are in October for these videos, right? But time is an illusion, so if you feel gravitated towards these videos for some reason and it happens to not be October, you can still, of course, watch these. You can still accept these downloads. It's up to you and how you want to accept messages, right? Just so you know, gender is very much fluid in this space, so don't let me try to assign anything. You know your stories better than I do, so just take what resonates, leave what doesn't, right? These are collective general videos, right? So I'm reading for a general amount of people, whoever's going to be drawn to these videos. So, you know, there may be a message in here that's meant for one person that wasn't really meant for you, okay? So just dismiss those. Let's go ahead and jump into your reading, okay? So this month, I'm going to focus on a lot on you, right? You and your blockages. Whatever blockages you have, we're going to go through them and we're going to get some advice here, all right? I started with the shuffling of music on my playlist, as I usually like to do, just to give me some general energies, right? And the first song to pop up was No Shame by 5 Seconds of Summer. Okay, so this song is all kind of about ego, honestly. It's about having no shame, about only being excited about when the lights are up and the camera's flashing. So it's very, you know, so Cancers, you may be kind of, your head may be kind of blowing up a little bit. You may need to kind of come back down to earth, right? Maybe this is something that you have no shame about, but maybe, you know, maybe there should be a little more of a gentle approach to social media and how you want to present yourself, okay? Because you could actually be like running people out of your life that want to support you, but because of your, you know, like you kind of come off as like you may have a big head or an ego or something like that. So let's go next. We had Ultralight Beam by Kanye West, okay? So this song is all about, like, you know, praying, you know, it's definitely, I can see this song like being sung in a church. It's very spiritual. It's very much like searching for the light after maybe a period of being in a really dark night of the soul. Some of you guys may have been going through some dark night. Maybe some of you guys have been seeking more light, and maybe that's why you're here, okay? So welcome. Thank you for giving this a chance. Thanks for being open, right? Ooh, 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 don't go out, don't go out. This is my first time filming outside, guys, so this is gonna maybe be trial and error, right? You see the mosquitoes everywhere. And last but not least, we had Un Poco Loco. So there could be somebody that is driving you crazy. There could be somebody that you kind of, like, a lot of people may joke that they're actually crazy, but you know that they're just a little crazy. Like, you know that it's just a little bit. Like, they could be a lot more crazy, but they're actually, like, pretty, like, subtle, right? And you guys kind of maybe possibly like kind of drive each other crazy too, right? Like, you make me crazy, like, you're lucky you don't make me crazier. Where is these messages coming from? It's so funny. I'm gonna do one more, okay? One more song. All the Good Girls Go to Hell by Billie Eilish. All the good girls go to hell. I don't want to get copyright, so yeah, so maybe, yeah, the way you kind of see yourself is as a good girl, and it's like, or a good boy, you know, whichever gender, doesn't matter. But I think what's kind of ironic about this is, like, maybe you're trying so hard to be good, maybe you're trying so hard to come off like you're a good person, or you know, you have no flaws, kind of, you're a good girl, you're, you know, like, it's just proper. And the truth is, you know, like, there's a lot of things that people don't know about you. Then there's a lot of things that maybe you keep secret, and, you know, all of those things, all of that deception, right? Hiding in your shell, Cancers, hiding in your shell, like that can cause, you know, illusion, that causes, like, you know, you're kind of lying to not only yourself but to the people around you. So be sure that you're coming off the way that you really want to come off, and not in like a controlling way, but in a like, you found who you are inside and you can actually show that, you can actually reveal that to people, right? It's like kind of allowing yourself to be sensitive, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, right? Oh my goodness, that was a close one. Oh my gosh, that was like almost out, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into your reading before I get so distracted with this candle. So what is your current archetype? I'm just going to pull one of these, right? This is the archetype deck here. So let's go ahead and see what we got. Oop, jumped out. So we got martyr in reverse. All right, and that's what I was feeling like. It's like you kind of sit there and want to be like, I'm a good person, I'm, you know, but you're actually kind of a bit of a martyr. You actually end up in a place of, the shadow attribute here is addiction to self-pity. Okay, so some of you guys have an addiction to your own self-pity. Like you really feel sorry for yourself for for things that you can actually take control of, for things that you can actually own up to, and you can actually like fix, or not fix, but you can actually like, you know, work on and heal. It's like you kind of just let it, because you're just like, well, this is life, or I don't know, like, you know, just like that self-pity where you're just like, oh my god, like I can't believe this is happening to me, and like, oh my god, like you just immediately kind of go into this victim state. And the universe really wants to call you out on that this month. Okay, so October, there definitely could be a time when you end up being a martyr in a position, and they're challenging you, they are pushing you, they really want you to own up to the fact that you are just pitying yourself, and that you can actually take the wheel, right? I'm seeing the Chariot, I'm seeing your card in my head, right? And you guys can take the reins, you guys can keep going, you guys can get to that victory, to that success that you want. We also have Messiah in reverse, okay? Exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. There's that ego again. So there's a lot of ego here. It's like you guys really have this belief that you make things better, that it's like you're a good girl. Like I keep getting that too. It's like you assume just because you're behaving well to the people around you, that it's just everything else, all of the shadow work that you need to do, you avoid to do, you know, it has to be faced, it has to be like accepted. And for some reason, I think you think everything you touch turns to gold, and you've just kind of blown a little bit of steam up your ass. That's really what I'm getting, is you guys kind of walk like you guys are the shit all the time, and it's just like, when inside, I think you guys actually feel differently, or you know, there's a lot of insecurity, like because of your insecurity is creating this self-image that you put out, and it's almost like a deception, right? It's almost like you're not actually serving the highest good when you are just avoiding your shadow work, right? That's not going to help anybody. Okay, so we got archetype, and then I'm going to do your emotions. So what are your emotions for the month of October? For October, what is the emotions for my beautiful Cancers, my lovely Cancers? Okay, how can we help get them through, out of their head? How can we help them get through this addiction of self-pity? How do we get through that, right? How do we just let that go? We got the card bittersweet. Okay, so it's kind of a bittersweet moment when you kind of start realizing that, you know, okay, this is gonna sound really bad, guys, like, because like what I want to say right now is that part of the message here is that you have to stop like seeing yourself as more special than anybody else. The thing that's crazy is like part of me wanted to be like, nobody's special, but I really don't believe that. Like I do believe everyone is special. It's just we all have special gifts. We all have things that we can bring out of ourselves in this lifetime that is like our purpose. That's like something that we feel emotionally fulfilled with, right, in our lifetime, with what we've done in our lives. And so one thing you have to face is like, you know, it's not a competition with the people around you. It's not a I'm better than you energy. It's just like, I think that's what you're constantly trying to do. Like, you're constantly trying to prove yourself because of this insecurity. And it's a little bit bittersweet when you start to realize, shit, like everybody's special. Like, oh shit, like I'm not just like this pure soul on earth. Like, there's other people out there who are like, okay, we got prayer, beautiful. And that's that, see, that there's that ultralight beam energy. Okay, so I think you're kind of starting to kind of see these patterns within yourself. You're starting to kind of realize, wow, like I have some deep-rooted insecurity here that makes me into like this martyr. It makes me kind of talk as if I know things, talk as if I understand things, when the truth, the reality is that I actually maybe don't know like what I'm talking about. I just kind of, and the candle went out. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna try to ignore it. But and I take messages with that too, guys. It's like, you know, as soon as I started talking about that insecurity, the flame immediately started going down. The wind started blowing, right? It's just like, you guys you want to hide in your shell. You don't really want to face this about yourself. You don't really want to talk about it. I think what you want to really do is pray about it, though. Like, I think you're ready to talk to like more of a spiritual person, somebody who maybe has ascended, somebody who maybe has like a little bit further in their path than you are right now. When you come into your power, when you start realizing your power, and I don't know, it's just bittersweet, right? It's bittersweet kind of growing up and realizing these things about ourselves that we try to not face, that we try to just ignore. Okay, so definitely a lot of prayer. Definitely like go outside, okay, as much as you can. See this city, like it's even outside. So that's definitely for my Houston babies, my Houston cancers. And then we've also got like this farm, so make sure you're also just spending time like outside. Maybe go to a really big park, or go to just somewhere where there's some trees, or you can breathe better. I think the fact that I'm doing this outside really has helped clear my mind. Like, I am just spitting out these messages for you guys. I feel very connected right now, and I think that's going to also help you connect. Okay, so make sure you're spending a little bit of time outside. When life gives you lemons, right? When life gives you lemons, what do you got to do? You got to make some lemonade, man. Because if not, you're just going to stay in one place. You're just going to be questioning yourself, like, why am I still in the same place? And then you're going to also, I think you're gonna like, you're the type of people that like to help other people. They like to, you know, try to give people advice. You try to, you know, cancers, they're very nurturing, right? And so it's just like, I think when you try to do these things, it's gonna kind of feel empty if you're not coming from a place where you're actually in a good place. If it's not coming through, like, I think it's like, it's gotta be more than like, oh, I want to give advice because I'm a good person. It has to be, I want to give advice because I really want to serve humanity with humility here. Okay, so trying to transfer that. My cat's trying to mess with my cards. No, Yee, stop it. Stop it. Okay, so that is just about you and your current energies that we have. Okay, so let's clear this off. We have limited space, so I would love to leave all these out, but so let's go ahead and jump into blockages, okay, guys? Blockages. And then as soon as I pull these, I'm going to pull some tarot, okay? We'll get to the tarot. My cat. All right, and I'm actually going to, can't decide if I want to just play some background. Okay. She? No. He's going to mess this whole thing. He's going to catch this whole thing on fire. Watch. What are the blockages for my cancers in October? Blockages for cancers in October. Blockages for my lovely, lovely cancers in October, please. All right, Aquarius, I know. We got 23, break it into a 5. So there needs to be a change. There needs to be some liberation from constantly thinking, I know, I know, I know. I think you're really ignoring advice from other people, okay? I think you kind of want to come off like you got it all together, that you already know. You don't need to do your shadow work. Hey, I'm watching you. Like, you don't really need to do your shadow work. Like, you just it's kind of a little bit arrogant, okay? Like, I am gonna say that. I think some of you guys need to hear that. It's like sometimes when you don't accept advice from other people, or you don't start trying to be more open to other people's perspectives on things, like, you just kind of want to like victimize yourself, you want to self-pity yourself, but you don't actually see it like from the other people's perspectives. That's when it's like coming off as arrogant. That's when it's coming off as like ungrateful, right? We also have Mercury mind, number 3. So there needs to be like more creative ways. He's looking right at me. There needs to be more creative ways for you guys to tune into your mind, for you guys to unlock new links, right? New paths, new beginnings. I think you really need to start opening your mind. I'm hearing like, you know, the left hand thing. It's like when you start writing with your left hand, you actually become you have neural pathways open up, right? I think that you really need to expand, because I think you need to become the student again, okay? Some of you guys have become masters. Some of you guys have gotten to that level where you feel comfortable with your spirituality or your mental, you know, like the way you live your life pretty much. You guys have gotten really comfortable in the way you do things, and it's time to kind of let go of everything you know, liberate yourself, and start being more creative in accepting more advice, like trying new things instead of just being like, oh yeah, I know. Okay, your own mind is your blockage. Your own mind is your blockage. I think that it's kind of also given you like a creative block. There's a huge creative block. Do you guys see my cat? He's like falling asleep. I'm obsessed with him, okay? He's so distracting right now. All right, so let's do tarot. Let's do tarot. So your mind, Aquarius energy. Ooh, 4 of Wands. Okay. All right. Yeah. What else can you tell me? What's blocking? Oh, it's 5. Okay, let me please not read the wrong cards. We've got the 5 of Wands, right? Why does this 5 of Wands feel like a martyr once again? Like this, it feels like you're avoiding an ending, I think, as well. I think there's an avoidance of an ending, of coming to a close with something. There's, once again, okay, these are both very Gemini to me, Mercury mind, right? This card is Gemini to me simply because of the image here on this. This butterfly is like a poet. It's like very expressive in riddles and words. And so I always get a lot of Gemini energy. So you could be messing with the Gemini. But yeah, it just feels like your own mind here is blocking you. Your own mind is blocking you. I think the thing is, you compromise so much about everything that it becomes you becoming a martyr. You compromise so much, or you just tell people I know, so you actually end up going along with like whatever other people kind of deem right, and it's like you actually don't question it for yourself, like what is the right thing for myself. And it comes from a place of like self-pity, where you're just like, well, you know, these people know better than me. It's like, instead of gathering all the information, instead of like really strategizing and using your mind to be like, okay, here is the situation, here's the problem, here are my options, like of what I can do to solve this. Instead of like doing this, trying to be like unbiased, trying to be like from an outside, like higher up view of this, I think you just kind of end up either listening to people, or you end up, oh my God, your mind is so drown, like, or you're just really drowning in your mind. That's your biggest block here. Your biggest enemy right now is your mind. It's really crazy. So you guys really need to spend some time outside. You need to go meditate. You need to go listen to your own mind, your own inner voice, your own conscience, because I think you being this martyr, you being this Messiah in reverse, you end up absorbing like all of this bullshit from other people, or not even bullshit. What I'm trying to say is you end up absorbing or just like kind of following the lead of other people and just kind of doing what's best for you in front of these people. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you make decisions based on whether or not other people are going to approve of them, because that approval makes you feel like you're being a good girl or a good boy or whatever. Makes you feel like you're being good, quote unquote good. And the truth is, we're all good, we're all bad, right? We all have both of these parts within ourselves. That is balance, and that is temperance, right? There's this lack of balance. There's this huge lack of balance and patience. You don't want to be patient. You just kind of want to, follow the leader here, listen to whoever, because when you try to go into your own mind, you feel blind, you feel trapped, you feel fear. You feel a lot of fear. So there's a lot of mind. Hey, don't ruin my sandal though. There's a lot of mind, like mental blocks. It's a lot of this shit is just in your head, guys, and you really gotta clear that up. Clear your head up, okay? Okay, what else here? The world, yeah, it's like avoiding some ending, avoiding some closure, avoiding some new beginning, right? It's like when you avoid an ending, it's like you're also kind of, in turn, you're also kind of blocking out a new beginning. There's a new beginning, I think, that wants to come in here. But the Five of Wands, yeah, you end up compromising. You end up like you have a fear of confrontation. You get intimidated really easily. There's also like a little bit of suppressing anger as well. So it's like, I think you feel so intensely, and there goes the cicadas, like you feel very intensely, right? You try to suppress it in any way, and if that means just listening to your parents, to your loved ones when it comes to what you actually need to do, instead of like going within to find your own intuition, going within to really make that decision, to be sure of that decision, you end up, giving up. You feel like you're just trying to keep the peace, but it's actually like you're just kind of scared to confront. And then we have the Queen of Swords to crown this reading, okay? Got the Queen of Swords here. You need to fight your demons, fight the truth here. You need to face the shadow side, face your fears, okay? You need to go willingly forward to face these fears, because you're on a quest for the truth, okay? You need to face the truth. You need to go towards the truth, because the truth is gonna always lead you, right? Your truth is always gonna lead you on your path, and that's the beauty of it, okay? Trying to get any other messages from any of this here. And this also feels very much like Messiah in reverse, right? This king is a little bit delusional because he's very emotional. Because he was traumatized about a certain thing, he actually became very closed off. He became very cold and like harsh, and he didn't let people in. Okay, that's not how you want to be. Like, you want to be open. You want to be more forward facing. You want to be honest. I think there's a certain level of honesty that needs to come out, right? It's like, I'm feeling all this deception, I'm feeling all of this, like you're just trying to listen to whoever's kind of loudest right in front of you, the captain. You're just like, I'll if you guys think this is cool, then I'm gonna think it's cool, and it's just like, no, like, you deserve more than that. You owe it to yourself to follow your own dreams, to follow your own path, to actually make those dreams a reality. I think you tell yourself that you can't a lot. I think that you tell yourself these lies, these illusions, just so you can kind of stay in this place of illusions, just so you can kind of stay in this place of convincing yourself that you're not that bad, or the situation's not that bad, or just because you're really scared. You're really scared, guys, and I totally understand. You know, ending things, beginning things is really scary. Being patient, waiting for these blessings, waiting for the truth to come out and how people are going to start kind of seeing it. It's scary. But you need to protect your corner. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to be independent. You need to tell the truth. You need to start having these conversations that need to be had. I think you guys are really intelligent, okay? So just don't doubt yourself about that. Don't doubt yourself about being intelligent, because you are. You have the power to make your own choices. You have the power to really know the truth. It's just, you have to unlock it in your mind and kind of work through these really intense emotions. All right, what else do we got? So now we're going to go into advice, right? This is going to be the good, okay? What's some advice? Oh no, I don't have my books. I'm going to have to pause it, guys, and run in and get my books, because these are always like downloads specifically for you guys. So we're going to do the animals. We're going to do the goddesses. And I will be right back, okay? All right, so sorry about that. Let's go ahead and get started. My neighbor's dogs did come out. I'm contemplating. I don't know how that was, if that came out upright or not. I'm gonna keep shuffling, but let it shine. It's time to show off. Okay, I'm gonna pause it. Hopefully these dogs go inside. All right, what's some advice for my Cancers? Advice for my Cancers for October, for their October reading. Shishi. What's some advice, please? Okay, here we go. Owl spirit, you see clearly now. 43, break it into a 7. So this is all about your path, right? Oh, goodness. What's up, Lynn? This is all about your path, seeing your path clearly now, seeing your path clearly and following it blindly, right? I'm also getting a Fool energy. Like, you really need to become the Fool, meditate with the Fool, because the Fool is all about taking these risks, taking these chances. So let's go ahead and read what the Owl Spirit has to say for you. Owl Spirit arrives to remind you that the wisdom within you is informed by your keen senses and the wisdom within the consciousness we all share. Even in the darkest night, the owl sees clearly and is guided by every sense it has, including the first sense of intuition. Right now, your sensitivities are turbocharged and you are receiving messages from all directions. Owl Spirit reminds you to be wise and pay attention to what's between the lines, what is invisible to the naked eye, what cannot be heard with the ears, and what others may not be able to perceive. With all your senses aroused, you have much knowledge available to you. Clarity will come as you sit with all you are sensing, allowing your intuition to guide you in understanding the whole and not just the parts. What did I say? There's a need to see the bigger picture. There's a need to see the whole, from trying to see it from an unbiased point, because like the Owl Spirit says, it's like you guys are turbocharged. You guys are charged up with your your sensitivities. Like, you have these intense emotions, but it's not a bad thing. Like, that's the thing that I really want to spread in my channel for real, is like something it took me so long to accept and to just start loving about myself, is like, it's okay to be sensitive, right? In this world that's so harsh, it's okay to be sensitive. It's something that you should be proud of, I think, personally. And you know what, when you actually start tuning into these things and like learning how to handle them, learning how to deal with them, learning how to better yourself to like use this sensitivity in a good way. Holy crap, there is like a giant hawk that just flew. This is crazy. Holy guys, like I'm literally gonna show you guys right now because this is crazy. That is like a giant hawk. You guys can't, or like, this is, I'm actually like scared for my cat's life right now because he's just like, all right, back to the reading. So definitely birds, like definitely something about birds, right? Something about like being free, liberating yourself. This eagle is like daunting, bro. My cat's looking right at him. This is crazy. Okay, what is going on? This is the first time I've done a reading outside, and seriously, a hawk is just gonna like, you should have seen, they literally flew down like right towards us, like towards this setup, and their wingspan is like crazy, guys. Okay, I'm so sorry. It flew away. I was just really protective of my cat. I was like, you better not grab my cat and like fly away. I don't know if that's possible, but I kind of wish they would grab these little dogs, right? Just kidding. Okay. I have to pause it, guys. These dogs are gonna keep barking. All right. Okay. So, like we were saying, understanding the whole and not just the parts. So let your wisdom arise and be your guide as you trust the acuity, I can't say that word, but I know what it means, of all your senses. Like, yeah, it's like your senses are very acute. Your senses are very much like on point. Like you can really narrow it down to your feeling, to your intuition, and you usually are kind of right about some things. And that's also why I'm getting that Aquarius I know energy is like kind of a block, because like most of the time, you know, the things that you feel, they actually end up becoming true. Like the things that you feel energetically actually become real, and you usually are kind of right about some things. Like and so you kind of got used to being like, yeah, I know. And that's why it's like there needs to be more opening up to understanding the whole, not just the parts. So intuition is real and can provide the clarity you need to understand your situation right now. Your relationship, your finances, your job, whatever it is, you can see the truth clearly now. So there's some truth that you're going to be getting in October. There's some truth, undeniable truth, right, that you're going to be getting in October. And it's really going to just make your path so much clearer. Like something that you hear, some kind of epiphany that you're going to have within your own psyche, within your own mind. And maybe it's going to be because you kind of, okay. Maybe it's kind of because you started trying out new perspectives. You started listening to other people and being like, well, maybe I should try this. You know, maybe I shouldn't just give up so easy. And then we also have Freya here, boldness in reverse. So you really need to start being bold. Wow, we have bold, and then we have Hina over here with courage, right? So there's a lack of courage. There's a lack of taking the risk. That's what I was saying, coming into the Fool energy, because the Fool takes those risks. They take them blindly. They go towards the light blindly, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I think we should all kind of, you know, look at the Fool as a guide. When we're starting new paths, when we're starting new journeys, because it's scary, okay? So try to meditate with Freya and Hina here. Maybe look up their stories here too. And I love that their wings right here. Let me look in the book real quick and then we'll close this up, okay? Freya, so playful goddess of love and ruler over war and death, Freya appears before you to encourage you to boldly go forth. Now is not the time to play small. Step into your power, embrace your desires, and take swift action to manifest them fully in your life. Freya's got your back. And then we have lovely, lovely Hina. So when moon goddess Hina appears, it means it's time for a change. Are you done, squirrel? Are you done? You want to be in the video? He's like looking right at me. This is This is fun, guys. I'm really gonna hopefully start doing these more outside, because as much as I love my inside setup, it's like feels so much like cooler, even though there's distractions. So she supports you through all transitions in your life, so take heart as you prepare for things to shift. Yes, like don't lose your heart because of all the change that may be coming in. There may be a lot of change that you don't want to deal with, you don't really want to mess with, right? But okay, fine. Sorry, my cat. All right, so to close up the reading, we're gonna do love real quick. So that was your advice. Gigi, please, I'm sorry, love. Mama's got a code. We're gonna do one tarot card for advice, okay? What's the advice for Cancer in October? 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 I can't believe I just showed you guys like a hawk or whatever the fuck that was right now. I'm pretty sure it was a hawk. I just can't believe, like, first video outside. All right, advice please from Spirit, advice for my Cancers. Hello, speak up. Beautiful. We have, okay, interesting. So we have the Hermit, okay? So you definitely need to go within, right? You need to go within. You need to hermit away. You need to stop like trying to get, I don't know, like acceptance from other people or just like approval from other people, because it's all about what matters to you when you are alone, what matters to you whenever you go within. This is also Virgo energy, okay? So maybe you need to be a little bit more grounded, a little bit more practical when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to the situation. There is some soul searching that you are going through, and in October there's gonna be some things that you're gonna start seeing a little bit more clearly, but it's gotta be because you took a risk. You were courageous, you were bold, okay? But it is gonna come from a place of solitude. So make sure that you're spending time alone. Make sure that you are introspecting. Next, we have the Two of Swords here, okay? So more mental conflict, more mental, you know, I feel like there's two paths possibly here. There could be two paths that you have right in front of you, and you're really scared to kind of choose between them. You're really scared to make the decision here. You're really terrified. So instead, you kind of choose to blind yourself, and Spirit's saying it's time to take off the blindfold. It's time to see clearly. It's time to start admitting, right, that we see clearly. Because right now you're just being really indecisive. I think that the lies are being exposed. You're starting to see the truth. It can be a little bit overwhelming. It can even be that you're just like, the information of everything is really overwhelming. The information that you're downloading is really overwhelming, especially when you're alone, right? I've been spending like this past week alone, just recharging my energy, and you know, I have been wanting to just like curl up in bed because of the downloads. And you hear the cicadas going crazy. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. Has to be said. Cicadas. Okay. But I think you're wanting to admit some kind of defeat here. And the universe doesn't want you to. They really don't want you to. They're rooting for you. They want you to step into your truth. They want you to see things clearly. I just don't want this candle to fall. Gigi, please. But there's so much change in your life, and I think that you're really scared. I think you're really kind of insecure too, that other people may take your place. There's a cicada. I said something they didn't want to hear. There's this aggression that you are walking away from. I think that you have a little bit of self-sabotaging behavior, and there's this deception again. It's like you lie to yourself just to kind of make things easier for you, or what you assume to be easier for you, but in the end you actually don't make any decisions. You become a martyr. So you have to make more decisions for yourself. You have to start asking yourself, what do I want? What do I deserve, right? That's a huge one. What do I deserve? But you're going to overcome these challenges, I think. I think that you're going to, if you really start standing up for yourself, if you really start fighting back, I think that things are going to start going your way, okay? Just have courage. Be bold, my lovely Cancers. So next, what you have all been waiting for, I'm sure, is the love portion of your reading. Let's jump into it. We're just going to do a quick one, okay? A quickie. Cancers. Okay, so what can you tell me about Cancer and love for October? Jeez, I just wonder how loud it sounds for you guys, because, pardon me, my cat's straight chilling on this yoga mat. What can you tell me, please? Ooh, something wanted to jump out and it totally hit itself. Wow. Okay, so you got that one, and then we had some peekers. Too many. Ooh, I see the 10 of Pentacles come through. The World. Oh my God, it's upright though. Okay. There's some completion. Some kind of completion. You could be dealing with a fixed sign. That can be like Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, and what's the fixed? I think Aquarius. Could be dealing with somebody of those, but you're gonna have some success. You're gonna have some achievement, some accomplishment in love in October. 8 of Cups. Okay. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Someone is either holding back an offer, or you're really being slow to offer something. With this 8 of Cups here, I think that part of you, yeah, runs away when things kind of start getting too good to be true. I just saw 2 squirrels chasing after each other. Maybe that's how it feels sometimes. Maybe it gets overwhelming. But yeah, I think you're just really kind of trying to abandon something or someone. I think you're just trying to kind of run away from maybe offering somebody something, or offering somebody something solid, something like committed, something honest. I think instead of doing that, you really kind of hold yourself back. You tell yourself you're gonna let go. You kind of step into this escapism. Okay, this Pisces energy. Hi, squirrel. Hello. I'm in your world, sorry. But there's gonna be introspection. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be a lot of introspection. There's gonna be looking deeper. You're gonna really withdraw. I think you're even withdrawing in love, and I think that's what it makes whoever this person is, it makes them feel abandoned. It makes them feel like you don't care. It makes them feel like you're not offering them anything, when in reality you could just be really slow moving. You could just be very, very, you know, but that's also that martyr energy stepping in again. It's also that, like, you know, be careful that he's so sassy, guys. Gotta deal with him on a daily basis. There's just a lack of, you know, stepping up to the plate and being like, this is what I want. This is my truth. Okay. This is, I think whenever it comes to making that offer, you just kind of withhold, you kind of have this apathy towards love, I think sometimes. because maybe things have been unstable, things have been unreliable, maybe even disloyal, right? It's like you're really scared people are going to be disloyal, but it's like the universe wants you to know you have the world in your hands. You have the whole world in your hands. It's just up to you whether or not you're going to take it, whether or not you're going to really take it, whether or not you're going to go for it, because right now it feels like you're abandoning it. Right now it feels like you want nothing to do with it. Yeah. It's like you almost get bored with love sometimes. You almost just like, you kind of think of it as a game. And so it's like, you may have lost this game a few times in the past, and now you're just kind of like, I don't want to play. Like, I'm just going to keep my head maybe in work with this Knight of Pentacles, right? I'm just going to keep my head in the sand. I'm just going to, yeah, but then with this Five of Pentacles, okay? So I think you're trying to overcome this previous struggle. But it also means making a decision, okay? This card represents making a decision. Free yourself from a relationship. Maybe that's not even good for you, toxic. And it's just like, maybe in the past this relationship was unstable, this connection was very, like you just needed to rest from it. I think you needed to get away from it for a while. I think you were so overwhelmed, you were so fear-based, you're so freaked out. You really have to go within, do this introspection. Maybe you did have to abandon it. Maybe you guys aren't on speaking terms right now, but like, you know, you see their hand is like covering the mouth. It's like, part of you just doesn't want to talk about it. Part of you just doesn't want to do it. You just want to kind of rest your mind, rest your psyche, you know, try to get this inner voice back, because I think you really did lose it. I think you did you just kind of follow whatever's best for the crowd, for the audience. You just kind of listen to that instead of like, oh, this is what my heart wants. And then the Five of Pentacles, there's this positive change though. I think you're trying to open your heart back up, okay? So let's do one more to close this up, close it up. What else can you tell me about Cancer? King of Cups, yeah. Being in control of your emotions, being really mature within your emotions, being very much like somebody who's very nurturing and caretaking, but it comes from a place of maturity. It comes from a place of like actually doing what's best for everybody. You know, like it's a kingdom, right? You have to know the best for everybody. You're very friendly, sympathetic, you know, wise, tolerant king, very charming as well. You really want to be a good parent to your child as well, very faithful. Like, I think that's what you're stepping into. It's like once you kind of realize that you actually have the world right in front of you, it's going to be up to you if you're going to like become this King of Cups, just to kind of handle it, just to be able to have it in your life. Okay, so what is the outcome of this connection, please? Outcome of this connection, outcome of this connection. Outcome of this connection, please. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Yes, so start calling them in, manifest them. Are you done? Start calling them in, manifest them, tell, you know, like, start really letting the universe know what you want. Be clear with them so that they can help you manifest this, so that they can help bring it into your life. But also know that it's going to take a lot of work to make sure that you're emotionally in the right place for this as well. Like, you still may be resting, you still may be scared to offer, you still may be trying to abandon this. So and we also have, it is safe for you to love in reverse. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. You're still, you're still scared, you're still terrified, you're still freaked out about all this, and you're trying to push it away, you're trying to abandon it, you're trying to run. And the universe wants you to know it is safe for you to love. It's just up to you whether or not you're going to believe it, whether or not you're going to really step up and call in your soulmate here. Oh my God, the wind just blew this out. So you see clearly now. So this could also relate to your romantic connections, right? There could be something that you're finally seeing clearly now, okay? And then let's do last card to close up the reading, closing up the reading, closing up my Cancer reading. Messages. Oop. Messages, please, from angels, from my angels. What would you want to tell Cancer? We have Star. Believe in yourself. You are a wonder of creation. Wash away all fear and discover you are a shining star. Allow all around you to just be. Let go of trying to control life, for the light of your soul will guide you always through love, towards love. Really, cicada? Love illuminates all things. Never forget, you are truly a shining star. Gigi, your nail got stuck on the yoga mat. Alright, one more. Y'all might see my cat catch his tail on fire. That's good. Affirmation. Be aware of your language and thoughts. The most powerful statement you can ever make, think, or feel is thank you. Be grateful for all the blessings in your life. As we acknowledge the divine order of life, the universe responds with ever greater blessings. You are a powerful creator. Once again, you are a wonder of creation, and you're also a powerful creator. All you say and think resonates through the heart of creation, and creation responds accordingly. All right, Cancer, that's all I have for you this month. I hope that I get to catch you back next month. If you did like this video, please, please, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see more posts, more content, more updates on things, just go to my Instagram, follow me on the Singing Butterfly Tarot, and I also am selling personal readings. So if you would like to get a personal reading with me, if you vibe with me, go ahead and DM me, email me, whatever way you want to reach me, I will answer, okay? So thank you so much for letting me read for you, and I hope that you catch me and Gigi next month. Bye, love and light, guys.